Welcome to Atlanta, Georgia, the Flats, Bobby Dodd Stadium, home of the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets and the Ramblin' Wreck, hoping to rev up that engine. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Yellow Jackets will get this season underway as toe meets leather. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lane. At the 16. You think the fans are ready for this one? The boot's shaking underneath us, guys. He'll come out throwing on first down. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
That is not how you drew it up offensively. You want to come out, get some things established, get your quarterback in a rhythm, get the positive mojo going. The opposite just happened. Just made a big mistake. Now you just created so much momentum for the other team. Defense, please come and bail me out.
And this, my friend, is what you call advantageous field position. Starting the drive with a 1st and goal. Got his man on the right. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive photo.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
To the ground. He's got it again. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
Leaves it with the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. SEC versus the Big Ten. They compete at everything. They try to outspend each other, and they certainly want to beat each other on the field.
So many national championships, so many Heisman Trophy winners shared between these two conferences, David. Everybody gets excited when the Big Ten takes on the SEC.
And these games matter so much. The fans get so amped up, so juiced up, to the point where we hear in the stands what? SEC. SEC. They wouldn't say that if conference pride wasn't a real thing.
Using his legs, it's Fernandez. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, running back gets to give. Stopped just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. He's already got 46 yards rushing already. You want to talk about establishing the running game. They're doing that in the season opener. Looking to go up top on first down. Throws toward the end zone. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, David. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Got it behind the line. It's Gibbs. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
You know, I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. I'm not sure that's exactly who the ball was intended for. He had another open target on the other side of the field that he just missed.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Quarterback will audible. He's looking to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Running back goes in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Pulls it in. It's Gibbs. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. Finds his man enough for the first. Racing to the right. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anymore.
He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Fernandez. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch.
Nice job by the running back there on that angle route against zone coverage. He wasn't in a hurry. He was able to sort of find the soft spot in the defense and just gear down, make himself an easy target.
Going up top on 1st down. The short hands. It's Fernandez. They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close.
That's the end of the first quarter. Georgia Tech 14, Indiana 0.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Indiana. Paging George D. Burdell. Paging George D. Burdell.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. The Hoosiers headed quickly to the line. He'll do it himself. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. I understand the desire to keep the ball, but going for it inside your own 40? On 4th down, looking for the completion. Makes a grab enough for the first. Touchdown, Hoosiers! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
And that is the first passing touchdown, first of many of the season for this offense. Nice drive by the offense. Way to finish it, take care of the football, make some plays in the passing game. This offense looks like they're going to be a really hard one to stop.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Motion from the offense. He wants to throw. That's caught. It's Lincoln. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
This offense is clicking, and everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. A strike downfield. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a space. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He's back to throw on second down. They're trying to get to it. And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. A huge loss on that play.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Deep shot for the end zone. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. And it's no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
Georgia Tech, 14. Indiana, 7.
Indiana sends the offense onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really...
And they got him for the sack.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Second down now after the sack. Trying play action. Gonna take a shot. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
They'll go to the ground.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback checking off. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. That is just a sideline play. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
Quick release by the QB. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do that.
He'll take a shot. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. Not only a great play, but tremendous discipline by this sophomore to make the pick.
Man, these defenders practice this all week long. It's locating the football with your eyes. Great job being in position, but also, how about getting your head around and locating the ball in the air so you can go up, pick it off for the defense.
Using his legs, it's Fernandez. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Wow, what a big play by that defender. And how about the hit stick tackle? Woo! That ball carrier is going to remember that.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Using the quick game. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. And the Hoosiers will have it 1st and 10. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The officials move it 5 yards back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. These corners backing off a bit. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Quickly complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Quick tempo, no huddle offense, 2nd down, clock's running. He's looking to throw. He's going for the big play. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Indiana! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And that extra point was good, and we're all tied up here in the second. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He's looking to throw it. Pressure coming. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
13 on the play. Brings up second down.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Hoosiers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Offense rolls back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive now? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
You love to deliver a punch on the first play of the drive. They've got it at the 46 on first down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They'll throw it on first down. And that pass intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
A really nice job by the linebacker there, understanding his responsibilities in that coverage. That's a cover 2 look, so there's 2 safeties playing deep. But the linebacker knows there's nobody underneath him keeping him close to the line of scrimmage, so he can kind of float back a little bit, watch the QB's eyes, jump the throw, and make the pick.
Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
The give to the back. Still running at the 40. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Hey, listen, explosive plays comes in all different shapes and sizes. That time they attack the outside to the left on the ground, and that is a momentum-shifting play.
They know they have a huge advantage there. I expect them to go right back to it.
And what do you do now if you're on defense? You got to be expecting that they're going to try and tack that side of the field, maybe in the same way, maybe on this next play right here.
Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with a pickup of 4.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22.
They'll go to the air. Safe completion on the screen. And the completion gives them a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play.
From the red zone, it's Fernandez. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On second down, he'll let it fly. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. The 30, trying to take it back. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. What a play by this defense with a pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Michigan State has the lead right now. Feels like it's been that way since Sparty's run out, but this has been a nip-and-tuck affair inside Spartan Stadium. They're up by 10 over Georgia. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is...
They cough it up near their own goal line. How about that alert play from the defense to corral that fumble? A loose pigskin in the end zone, and the defense is all over it. A fumble recovery for a touchdown. You know, the defense is all about stopping teams, but when you have a chance to swing momentum, scoop it and score yourself, it is such a huge play.
Yeah, you just go to the offense like, bro, we don't need you to do it. We got this. We'll score ourselves if we have to. Great job by the defense, doing what they need to do, and then go talk a little trash to the offense.
They're out there to kick it off. The return team must rivet that ball to their rib cage. Can't afford another turnover. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. You got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Defense in press coverage. Now the play fake. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. He's looking downfield to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter.
Going for it all. Nearly another interception. It'll be second down.
All right, back-to-back shots by the offense. Staying aggressive, foot on the pedal. They had a big completion the previous play, so they try to take another one. Give the defense credit, forcing the incompletion.
Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll throw it on first down. Release to the back. Grab near the sticks. It's Fernandez. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this third period with a big play.
Georgia Tech, 28, Indiana, 14.
First down to start the drive after the break. Looking to move it through the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Fernandez.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give from the gun. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Hoosiers.
Number 2 with the catch and score.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
After that last completion, it's second down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Leaves it with the running back. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They want to run this quarterback. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
QBs that can run completely change your game. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand, now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, you know, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the fourth quarter.
Looking to scramble. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Brings up third down.
What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, third and long coming up. Quarterback checking the play. On third down, he drops to throw. He's taking the shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And the Yellow Jackets send out the punt unit. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Trying the left side. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. And just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Here's the handoff. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll line up for a second down play. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. Not much of a decision to make there, as the defense will move him back. And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Tuggle. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
If we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Well, that's exactly why you practice these 2-minute situations. The quarterback knew exactly where to go. He's trying to work the sideline, save some clock. Great route by the receiver getting open, making the catch, getting out of bounds. And this drive is off to a pretty good start.
And the Hoosiers will line it up on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. He finds his man. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
To the air on first down. Unloads it left. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an out.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. He caught it, and he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Indiana!
And great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Do you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. 1 to 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
He'll bring it out. It's Lincoln. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
I'll tell you, this defense and their front seven, they're going to have to play with great eye discipline because they know they are going to see this type of misdirection in their run game, and they got gashed there.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Working that left side now. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
What a play by the defense. I'll tell you, every time that guy gets the ball in space, the entire stadium holds their breath because of his game-changing speed. That is an outstanding job of an open field tackle in a 2-minute situation with the lead.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Quarterback keeper. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
Wants to throw on first down. Coming after it. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Feeling some heat. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. Timeout on the field, and we've got a dandy all tied up late in the fourth. And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He'll throw one to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. At the 35, he's got room. What a tremendous effort on the final play of regulation. But we've got overtime coming.
With the score all time.
So here comes our first play of overtime. On the move. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
And the defense is doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Got rid of it just in time. And a flag flies as the pass is incomplete. Let's see who it's on. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They'll try the run. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Man, you play this whole game back and forth into overtime. Now you got a chance to set the tone, run the football in overtime, and be a little physical.
And if you can run the ball and not put it in jeopardy by throwing passes, that's a great way to finish the deal. Looking to throw on 2nd down. He's got it on the move. They didn't get a ton of yardage there, but they're really effective at using the back out of the backfield, and they do it to get the 1st down here. First and goal as they try to jump on top here in overtime. He'll take it himself. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! They strike first in overtime. The all-important extra point would push this lead to 7. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Defense going to use a timeout here to make sure everyone is crystal clear on their assignment here in overtime. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. To the ground with the back. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers! They got the score now to see if they go for the win or the tie.
In the end zone.
And what a response. You just gave up 7 on the other side of the field. Every reason to get dejected. Oh, man. But they come out and they respond and they score on the first play. And now, Jesse, down by 1. What do you do?
And they made it look easy too, David. And you got to wonder about this defense and how much they have left in the tank. Because of that, maybe if you're on offense, you just decide to end this thing right here. You scored so easily. Maybe you could do the same on a 2-point play.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Caught behind the line. It's Ford. They did not get it. The aggressive call to try to win the game right here, and they come up short in OT. What a thriller. What a confidence builder to be able to come up with a win like that in overtime.
This team has to love their ability to come up with big plays and big moments. How about in overtime, the individual efforts we saw, this team playing as a unit, doing enough and doing everything that was needed to get the W.
It's such an exciting game, up and down, back and forth. It's heartbreaking if you lose, but when you come through with these games late in the ball game, it gives you confidence throughout the season to continue to build on it. What a great win.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.